In the heart of the ancient city of Al-Madinah, nestled between rolling sand dunes and lush oases, ruled a just and wise sultan named Suleiman. His reign marked an era of prosperity, unity, and enlightenment that would be remembered for generations to come. Born into a noble family, Sultan Suleiman ascended the throne with a heart full of compassion and a vision to transform his realm into a bastion of peace and progress. Chapter 1. A humble beginning. Suleiman was not always a sultan. His journey began as a young prince, observing the complexities of his father's court. Even as a child, he displayed an innate curiosity and thirst for knowledge that set him apart. His favorite place was the Grand Library, where he spent countless hours immersed in books, scrolls, and ancient manuscripts. It was here that he cultivated his love for philosophy, science, and the arts. As he grew older, Suleiman's father recognized his potential and began grooming him for leadership. Under the guidance of wise mentors, he honed his diplomatic skills, learning the delicate art of negotiation and the importance of empathy. He also studied the histories of past rulers, drawing lessons from their successes and failures. Chapter 2. The Coronation. Upon his father's passing, Suleiman ascended the throne, taking the mantle of leadership with a mixture of trepidation and determination. His first act as sultan was to establish a council of advisors comprised of scholars, artists, and representatives from diverse walks of life. He believed in the power of collective wisdom and sought to foster an environment where different perspectives could converge. Suleiman's reign was marked by an emphasis on justice and equality. He implemented policies that aimed to uplift the marginalized and provide opportunities for all, regardless of their background. His commitment to fairness earned him the admiration of his subjects, who began to refer to him as Suleiman the Just. Chapter 3. The Golden Era. Under Sultan Suleiman's rule, Al-Madinah flourished. Trade routes thrived, connecting the city to far-off lands and fostering a vibrant cultural exchange. The marketplaces bustled with activity, showcasing the riches of the kingdom and the wonders of other lands. Artists and scholars from across the realm and beyond flocked to Al-Madinah, creating a melting pot of ideas and innovation. Suleiman's devotion to learning led to the establishment of schools, libraries, and centers of knowledge. He believed that education was the cornerstone of progress, and he spared no effort in ensuring that every child, regardless of their social status, had access to quality education. The scholars of Al-Madinah became renowned throughout the world, and the city's reputation as a center of intellectual enlightenment spread far and wide. Chapter 4. A time of challenges. As with any prosperous reign, challenges emerged. Suleiman faced threats from neighboring kingdoms envious of his success. Yet, rather than resorting to warfare, he employed his diplomatic acumen to forge alliances and negotiate peaceful resolutions. His ability to navigate complex geopolitical landscapes earned him the respect of both friends and rivals. Internal challenges also arose, testing the strength of Suleiman's leadership. Famine struck the kingdom, threatening the livelihoods of his people. With compassion and determination, he organized relief efforts, distributing food and resources to those in need. His unwavering commitment to the well-being of his subjects solidified his place in their hearts. Chapter 5. The Enduring Legacy. Sultan Suleiman's reign spanned decades, leaving an indelible mark on the history of Al-Madinah and the world. His commitment to justice, education, and diplomacy set a standard that future generations aspired to emulate. Even after his passing, his legacy lived on, as his teachings and values continued to shape the kingdom's path. The story of Sultan Suleiman became a legend, passed down through generations as a testament to the power of wisdom, compassion, and enlightened leadership. His city, Al-Madinah, remained a beacon of knowledge and progress, a testament to the enduring impact of one man's vision. Chapter 6. The Quest for Knowledge. Sultan Suleiman's insatiable thirst for knowledge was one of the defining characteristics of his reign. His deep respect for scholarship and his unquenchable curiosity led him to embark on a grand endeavor. To gather the world's wisdom within the walls of his city, he commissioned scholars, linguists, and explorers to scour the far reaches of the known world in search of rare manuscripts, ancient scrolls, and sacred texts. These emissaries ventured into distant lands, forging connections with scholars and sages from different cultures. Their journeys not only enriched the city's libraries, but also fostered understanding and harmony among diverse civilizations. As the treasures of knowledge flowed into Al-Madinah, Suleiman oversaw the creation of a magnificent repository known as the Palace of Wisdom. The palace's towering shelves were lined with books from every corner of the earth, housing volumes on philosophy, mathematics, astronomy, medicine, and literature. The Palace of Wisdom became a sanctuary where scholars from all walks of life could congregate, exchange ideas, and contribute to the ongoing pursuit of enlightenment. Chapter 7. The Art of Diplomacy. Suleiman's diplomatic finesse was renowned throughout the world. His ability to navigate intricate political webs and forge alliances through peaceful means was a testament to his wisdom and strategic thinking. One of his most celebrated feats of diplomacy was the Treaty of Al-Firdaus, an agreement that brought an end to a long-standing conflict between two powerful neighboring kingdoms. Recognizing the toll that war had taken on both sides, Suleiman invited the rival monarchs to Al-Madinah for a summit. Amidst the opulent gardens of the royal palace, the leaders engaged in intensive negotiations, mediated by Suleiman himself. Through his patient diplomacy, he managed to find common ground and facilitate an agreement that not only ended the hostilities, but also established a framework for cooperation in trade, culture, and defense. The Treaty of Al-Firdaus became a model for resolving conflicts without resorting to bloodshed. It showcased Suleiman's unwavering belief in the power of dialogue and compromise, solidifying his reputation as a peacemaker on the global stage. Chapter 8. Symphony of Cultures. Sultan Suleiman's reign was characterized by a vibrant tapestry of cultures, all woven together within the borders of his kingdom. Medina became a melting pot where people from diverse backgrounds coexisted harmoniously, celebrating their unique traditions while embracing a shared identity as citizens of a united realm. Suleiman's court was a gathering place for poets, musicians, philosophers, and artists from every corner of his kingdom and beyond. The palace resonated with the melodies of instruments brought from distant lands, and the air was perfumed with the scents of exotic spices and flowers. Festivals celebrating various cultural holidays filled the streets with color, music, and dance, fostering a sense of belonging that transcended differences. The Sultan himself was known for his love of the arts, often attending poetry readings, musical performances, and artistic exhibitions. He believed that the creative expressions of his subjects were a reflection of their souls and contributed to the richness of his realm. Under his patronage, the arts flourished, giving rise to a renaissance that would be remembered as the golden era of Al-Madinah. Chapter 9. The Trials of Faith. Suleiman's commitment to justice extended to matters of faith as well. He believed that religious freedom was a fundamental right, and he sought to create an environment where individuals of all beliefs could practice their faith without fear of persecution. One of the most poignant examples of his dedication to religious tolerance was the construction of the Unity Sanctuary. This architectural marvel housed places of worship for different faiths under a single roof. Mosques, synagogues, churches, and temples stood side by side, symbolizing the harmony that could be achieved when people of different beliefs came together in mutual respect. Suleiman's embrace of religious diversity faced challenges from conservative elements within his kingdom who resisted the idea of such a sanctuary. Yet, He remained steadfast, using his charisma and persuasive abilities to convey the importance of unity and coexistence. Over time, the Unity Sanctuary became a beacon of hope, inspiring similar initiatives in other parts of the world and fostering a spirit of interfaith understanding that would endure for generations. Chapter 10. The End of an Era. As Sultan Suleiman's life journeyed towards its twilight, the kingdom he had nurtured and transformed stood as a testament to his visionary leadership. However, even the greatest rulers are not exempt from the inexorable passage of time. In his final days, Suleiman summoned his advisors and confidants, sharing his hopes and dreams for the future. He emphasized the importance of continuity, urging his successors to uphold the values that had guided his reign. Diplomacy, cultural exchange, and religious tolerance. Sultan Suleiman's passing marked the end of an era, but his legacy continued to shine brightly. The city of Al-Madinah, which he had transformed into a global hub of enlightenment, remained a thriving center of innovation and progress. His descendants, inspired by his example, continued to rule with wisdom and compassion, ensuring that his vision endured. Epilogue, the eternal flame. Today, the story of Sultan Suleiman lives on as a cherished tale passed down through the ages. The city of Al-Madinah, now a bustling metropolis that bears the indelible mark of his reign, has become a symbol of human potential and the enduring legacy of enlightened leadership. The Palace of Wisdom still stands, its shelves laden with the accumulated knowledge of generations. The Unity Sanctuary remains a place of pilgrimage for those seeking harmony and understanding among different faiths. And the Treaty of Al-Firdaus continues to serve as a beacon of hope for a world yearning for peaceful resolutions to its conflicts. Sultan Suleiman's legacy is not confined to the pages of history. It lives on in the hearts and minds of those who continue to draw inspiration from his remarkable journey. As the sun sets over the city of Al-Madinah, casting a golden glow upon its domes and minarets, the flame of Sultan Suleiman's legacy burns eternal, illuminating the path towards a better, more enlightened future for all of humanity.